Rosetta allows you to bring in your entire data table and then allows you to extract only the data you wish to display in your charts and tables. Extracting data is done through the data editor. In the data editor, you're able to hide rows and columns. You are able to show hidden rows and columns. You are able to reorder rows. You can rename the row text, rename column text. You can easily reset all of the row reordering. You can reset all the data hiding. You can conditionally hide. You can hide by specific row type. We also support many different sorting options. And you can even save all of your data hiding as a data hiding template, which you can easily reuse in the future. Now let's go through and create a table and a chart. For this data, let's assume we wanted a table and we only wanted to show these two columns. We could select the two columns, invert select the remaining three, and hide those. If we wanted to hide the statistical rows, we could easily do so. And let's also hide the text-only rows to get rid of blank rows in our table. This data is now ready to be displayed as a table. We'll go back to question 1. And let's say we wanted to show a chart with only males and females. Again, we can use invert select and hide all the other columns. And this data is now ready to be charted. Rosetta will intelligently not pull in the base row by default with charting. Now let's quickly turn question 1 into a chart. And if we double click, we can see that the default chart options are applied, and in this case, this chart is a column cluster chart. If we select the preview, we're going to see an HTML preview of what the chart and table will look like. Here we see the chart, and here we see the table. Now this is an HTML preview, it's not actual PowerPoint, so we like to say it's 95% accurate. Gives you a very good idea of what the chart or table will look like in PowerPoint. And it's very helpful if you want to go through multiple chart types and decide which best works with your data. Now this is also a live preview. So if, for instance, we go in and change something with Q2 in the data editor, say we decide now we only want to see Rosetta, and we hide Apex Sales, we see that the preview has updated to drop Apex Sales, only showing Rosetta Co. Now let's delve deeper into the data editor. We'll jump ahead to another item, and we'll click into conditional hiding, and here you can see that we can choose to show or hide particular rows or columns based on specific conditions. We'll hide all rows where all values are less than 11. We'll perform this on all row types, although you can see here you can select only specific row types. You can also choose which item or items to apply this to. We'll apply to the current item only. And when we click OK, we'll see Rosetta has now hidden 3 rows as no values in these rows are 11 or greater. We also have sorting properties, and if we enable sorting properties, we can see we can sort descending or ascending based on value or text. We can choose a sort column. We can choose to show X number of top and or bottom rows. We also have the options to enable particular rows to always be on top regardless of the sorting. And we can also enable specific rows to always be fixed at the bottom. Here we'll add other and don't know to be fixed at the bottom, and when we click OK, we'll see that Rosetta has now sorted this table descending on Acme Electronics, and we've also fixed other and don't know to be at the bottom of the table. Now let's jump ahead a few items and quickly apply some hiding. Let's say we want to show only Rosetta Co column, and let's say we also want to hide the statistical rows. We have the option of applying this hiding to the entire presentation. Rosetta by default would hide based on the row text and the column text, as well as any specific row option hiding. We also could hide by index if we chose. And another very powerful feature is data templates. We click here, we create a data template, and we'll jump out of here. Our data template's added here. We'll select this group of rating scales, apply this data template, and if we jump back into the data editor, we now see that we've instantly added hiding to all of these items by simply dragging and dropping the data template. We'll get further into templates later. Rosetta's data editor allows you to quickly manipulate the data of one item, multiple items, or all items in your presentation into the form needed to populate your charts and tables.